Hey everyone, it's Craig from Craig's TV, and got another project done. I've been doing a lot of studying on swarm traps, and a lot of different people have a lot of different opinions. Obviously, it's working with bugs, so there's no real defined way of doing it. But I'm going to try something new, because last year what I did didn't work. So I bought a single 5-frame swarm trap last year. This thing had a handle on it. You can hang it from the tree with a little strap that I bought, which was cool. Didn't catch any swarms. And that could have been the placement of the swarm traps. That could have been just my luck. It could have been anything. It doesn't mean that thing wouldn't catch a swarm, because you can catch swarms in a lot of different ways. But a lot of people are saying doing a double 5-frame nuke box is a really good way to do it, because it gives the bees, so the bees actually send worker bees out, and they go out and they scope out where they're going to swarm to. And whether it's a feral beehive that's out in the tree somewhere in this area, or it's my own bees, they go out and try to find a place they're going to go to. They leave their hive that they're in with the queen. 60% of the bees and the queen leave, and they usually leave because the beehive is too full. There's too much resources and honey and all that kind of stuff to allow the queen to keep laying. So the queen creates, or actually the workers create another queen. 60% of the workers and the queen leave. A new queen emerges and starts to rebuild that hive, and they are just, replenishing themselves all the time. So a lot of people feel like this style is too small, especially when you put frames in it. There's not much, when the bees go in the opening, there's not much room in there with having all those frames in there. So in this box, I have the ability to put one frame in the bottom so they can go in and see all kinds of room. And the one frame's gonna be off to the side, and they can look at that and go, yeah, we can build off of that. And then up in the top box, I'm gonna put 5 frames in there, of which between 1 and 3 will actually have comb already on them, so that the queen can just start laying right away. And they can just start building their whole thing. So what I did was I actually took a nuke size box and a swarm trap and combined them. First thing I had to do was knock this thing off the back, because it's not high enough to be able to hang it from the tree with the hook. So I built a new one of those, and then I kind of leveled up the box a little bit so that they kind of seal up really good, and then I screwed them together. So this box is actually screwed all the way in. This is all sealed up, ready to go. On a swarm trap, you use a solid board in the bottom. You don't use a vented board. And then I bored the hole out a little bit bigger. Just took a grinder and just ate it away a little bit and made it bigger. Because there's an expert out there that says it should be bigger. So anyway, I'm gonna put the 5 frames in here, put the lid on it, hang it up on the trees that I showed you in my other video, and go from there. But the other thing I wanted to do is paint it first. So I'm going to go ahead and pick one of these 2 colors, so I have them both, and just paint the whole thing before I go and put it up there in the trees. And then the other thing that you do whenever you're trying to catch a swarm is you entice them to come in with this scent that you put on there. It's Storm Commander is what I use, a little spray bottle. And you kind of treat the edge of the opening there, treat the top of the frames in the box, and it's just a very good attractant for honeybees. So hopefully this year, with me hanging them up 15 feet in the air, doubling the size of the box, doing everything that the so-called experts say, I might have more luck at it. The only thing I am a little bit kind of not worried about is that they're pretty close to my hive, and both trees that I have on my property that I felt like were good trees are both pretty close to each other. So eventually I would like to get other people's property and put swarm traps out there and catch feral hives of bees. And then I can take them to my yard and start having them produce honey for me. So that's the plan. I'm gonna go ahead and add this box onto this one, get it all set up, and then paint them both at one time. So
here's finished products.